What is up, you guys? I hope that you enjoy this training series. I really wanted to put together a compilation of videos that would truly help all coaches, not just coaches on my team, but all the coaches in Team Beachbody, as well as people that are just looking for more information as to what we really do and see how we build our business. And so I'm at home right now, just filming in my backyard. You can kind of see my gym behind me. I'm hanging out with my buddy Carl, who may or may not make an appearance. Come here, bud. Can we say hello? Can we say hello? Oh, this is Carl, the very infamous Carl Bellemare. And so I'm just hanging out, and I wanted to talk to you guys about, honestly, one of my favorite topics to talk about. And I don't walk around with headbands with ears on them. I was just getting finished filming a makeup tutorial on YouTube, and that's kind of my life now, is just putting myself out there on social media, and that's how I build my business. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. When I first got started in Beachbody, before I actually signed up as a coach, I had no Facebook account. I was very, very shy. Like, the idea of making a video like this would have given me a heart attack. And I had less than 200 followers. I probably had around 150 followers on Instagram because I was actively posting, I was sharing my workouts, and that was one thing that I loved to do. But altogether, I was not a social media pro at all. I built my business as I built my social media following, but the success of my growth on social media went hand in hand with the growth of my business. And I am very thankful that 4 years later, I get to be in a dream home that would have never been possible. I, created all of this growth in my life as well. And my husband has now left his corporate job, and this is now our life. And it really was because of social media. It helped me get out of my shell. It helped me talk to more people. It helped me help more people. It helped me reach more people. And ultimately, it's, to me, the best way to get more eyes on you and what you're doing and show your authentic self. And that's what I wanted to talk to you today, is how do you get started, first of all, on social media? How do you pick the platform that you're supposed to be on? And how do you know where to be? So the first thing I wanted to cover was just how I did it, honestly, and how I kind of eliminated that overwhelm. So one platform that I was comfortable with was Instagram. I really liked the idea of the visual aspect of Instagram. I liked sharing my daily workouts. I liked sharing some quick workout clips on there. And what I would do to kind of simplify the process, and this is what I still do to this day that I would suggest you do to simplify your own process, is you pick a platform, whether that be Instagram or your Facebook fan page or a blog, whatever that looks like, something that you truly love that you can stay consistent with. And for me, that was Instagram, and sticking with it and committing to posting quality content. When I say quality content, I mean stuff that is shareable. If that's shareable, that means it's gold, because that means people want to give it to their friends, kind of like recommending a great restaurant. So shareable is number one. Is it entertaining? Is it educational? And what's the third one? Entertaining, educational, or did it inspire that or motivate that person? So thinking about those three aspects, and bonus points if it's shareable. And I always kind of take myself through those three with the bonus one of being shareable, tasks or pinpoints with everything that I post on social media, because if it's not shareable, if it doesn't provide any value in terms of entertainment, if it doesn't inspire or motivate, and it's not educational, it's not teaching them anything, then it's truly providing zero value. And I think that having that self-critical level, that attention to detail, that ability to kind of step outside of your own page and look at your social media as an outsider is what really helps you propel and become an influencer. And that's really what you're becoming. You just have a way to leverage and monetize all of that with the vessel being Beachbody, which I think is the best, most legit way to build a business. And it goes hand in hand with social media, because what is more shareable than a life transformation, a physical as well as a life transformation? It's amazing. And so I started just sharing my own journey on Instagram, and every time that I would post something, and I still do this, I'd hit share. I would share it to my Facebook fan page, I would share it to my Facebook personal page, which were both brand new and just freshly opened. And you might think, well, Angie, doesn't everybody just see the same stuff then? They don't, because you have different target audiences, you have different types of people that are looking at every single one of those social media platforms. And I think that it's really important to recognize that and to not try and spread yourself too thin either. You only have so many hours in a day. And so when a post goes up on Instagram, if it's great, share that to your personal page, share that to your fan page, share it to Twitter. There's all automatic settings, by the way, that you can literally, with one click of a button, it goes out to everything. And that's a way to completely simplify your business so that you're, living your life by design. And that's the best part about this business, that you get to do it on your terms. And so that's how I've kind of built my own platform. And I commit to posting at least 3 times a day on that one platform that goes out to all the others. So that's a lot of eyes on what you're doing if it's great and shareable content, right? And so from there, what I started doing, and that's kind of your introduction to people, that first visual aspect, the pretty pictures and the progress and what you're doing in your everyday life. And then there's a chance to go deeper. And that's what I've started to discover this year. And that's what I'm kind of diving into is video. That's what I was just upstairs filming. And I love video because just like right now, it feels like you're sitting across the table from someone. It feels like you're having a cup of coffee with someone, and you get to know the quirks of that person. You get to know the weird parts, and you kind of relate to them on a different level. And you're relating to me right now way more than from one picture. If I would have given you all this information in a text with a photo, there would be nowhere. There is a squirrel that almost jumped from like the highest part. See what I mean? I am a squirrel, but there's like this squirrel outside that's going to jump into my pool from the highest amounts of that tree. Wow. Anyways, you see the real life of people, and that was not scripted. But that's my point, is you see the true nature of someone. You see how someone reacts to a really uncomfortable situation. If my dog right now loses it on that squirrel, you see how I react. And that's what makes us love or hate someone, or fall deeper in love with someone, or, become a true loyal follower of that person because you love their quirkiness or their demeanor. And you know what? If you don't, then you know that the people that are following you, they're truly your lifers. They're truly the people that get you. And that's the power of video. That's the power of YouTube. That's the power of Facebook Live. And trust me when I say that I understand how scary video can be. It was the scariest thing. And if you ever want a good laugh and just truly understand how I am not a magical unicorn, I was not always good at video, go back and look at my first YouTube videos. I purposely left them up there because I think that's important to recognize where we come from. I was not that good at video, but you know what? I started and I consistently committed every single day. And video was the way that I reached so many people, and I did the same thing. I would commit to, now what I do is I will film a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live, and I will save it once it's done. I download it to my phone, post it right up to YouTube. You're doubling up on content. That's how, again, you live your life by your design. You play it smart. You don't try and spread yourself too thin. You don't have to be everywhere all the time. If you see successful coaches, they're not everywhere all the time. They're just smart and strategic about it. So that's how I've been able to grow this business to now be one of the top 10 coaches in Beachbody. And I think that that's really freaking cool that it was 99.9% done on social media by using those tools. And so what I wanted to leave you with was not just a bunch of information that would hopefully not overwhelm you, but I never want to just give information. I always love to give something tangible that you can actually put into action and to start that momentum in your business or in your future business if you're listening to this, to try and just get an idea of how much time this thing is going to take you. And that's what it was for me. I was like, how much time is this business going to take me? Like, can I manage this? And you can. You just have to have systems like the ones that I just explained. And so what I personally would have you kind of commit to today is either A, get that first Instagram post up, like a good Instagram post taking you through those keys that I shared with you. Is it educational? Does it inspire or motivate people? And is it entertaining? One of those 3. And bonus points if it's shareable. If it is, post that up and set yourself up with that system to share it out to your Facebook pages, your fan page, and your personal page, as well as Twitter, Pinterest, whatever that looks like. But at least to a couple platforms, and start doing that on the regular. Or if you want to kick it up a notch, go live on Facebook. Share your top 3 tips about something that you love, truly love. It doesn't have to do anything with fitness. It doesn't have to do anything with Beachbody. It doesn't have to do anything with your workouts. It's just something that truly is like personal to you, that you love. Like for me, I love Disney. I could go on and on and on about Disney. Go live about your top 3 tips for doing your makeup, for staying hydrated, for making the best possible smoothie, for staying energized when you go on a run, for enjoying the summer on like a penny pinchers budget, whatever that looks like. You know, I did a video on my YouTube channel that was like my top 10 tips for Disneyland. The thing blew up because I just truly talked about what I loved. And then what I did is I took that video and I shared it out to all these platforms. So think about that when you create content and when you go live today. That would be my challenge to you. Go live or film a YouTube video and share it out to different platforms. And I hope that this has truly given you, you know, a little bit of a weight lifted off your shoulders, that it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. You just have to commit and do one thing and be really, really smart about your systems. And so I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it has made you feel better. I hope that it has been helpful, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye, dudes.